There we go. Welcome to the episode. This is the Greatest Day podcast. This is day one on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, welcome. You are literally one of the first people to see me here on this platform. And if you're just on some audio platform, then wonderful. Business as usual, as we do the podcast, just like always. So let me just share a couple things as I venture into uh, this new place called YouTube. For me, it is new. I'm not new to doing video content, video form content. I'm not new to just winging it as I go, which is something that I have always prided myself on. Sometimes it's backfired, and I probably should have had much more of a structure. And other times it's just who I am. I speak from the heart. I speak from real life experiences as a therapist and a coach and someone who works with people in a variety of settings, going through a variety of things in life, including couples counseling, individual work, uh, teen and youth and adults and people in the correction setting. Like I have so much experience over the years with people in different arenas of life. I bring you experiences that I've learned as a therapist and as a coach, and I bring them to you as they happen. And that is something that has always worked for me. It feels natural for me to just speak to the people who follow me on all these different platforms and just tell you what I'm learning in real time. So, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do for this episode of the podcast and as the introduction to YouTube. This is what I'm doing today. So, let me tell you a little bit about myself for any of those who don't know me. Clearly, if you're in the video format, you can see across my chest, make today the greatest day of your life. My logo, you've got the thing to this side, right? Back here, the greatest day mindset. What the heck is this thing? And I love it because it's my brand and it's what I stand for. It's a big part of who I am. And like anybody else out there who wears and supports brands, it's because they get behind the message that is there. And what is behind this message of the greatest day mindset is that we're just trying to live each day to the fullest. I don't know when the last day is going to be. I don't know if it's today, but I'm going to make today the greatest day. I'm going to embrace the challenges of life. I'm going to find ways to find the opportunity inside of the moments that happen to me every day. Instead of seeing the obstacles, I'm going to seek out the opportunities. Instead of look for and hunt for the bad and how things are not working in my favor or how everything is putting me into this self-pity or this victim stance, I'm going to flip the script. I'm going to try to find the good. I'm going to try to seek out and make the good out of whatever is happening because I don't believe that everything happens for us. I don't think everything is like, oh, there's a blessing in this. This is happening for you. Everything happens for a reason. I don't believe in all of that stuff. I do believe, however, that you, individual person, have the power to put meaning on anything. There is no good or bad. There's just things that are happening. And then there's us who are putting our own perspective on it, who are interpreting things and experiences. And then we make the situation whatever we choose to make out of the situation. That's what I believe. And so to be like, I've been accused of being overly positive and toxic positivity and, Mr. Positive and rose colored glasses. It's like, I don't see it that way. I think other people just have like these really dark shaded glasses on. I think people, and not to their fault all the time, have had experiences in life where it has served them to play the victim. They have learned that card early on from whatever relationship, from whatever circumstance they had. And nobody's been in their life to say, you don't have to live that way anymore. You can actually hunt for the good. You can actually make something of yourself out of a bad situation. You can put a positive spin on something and turn it into opportunity. Some of us never heard that, and I didn't for many years and then there was this one podcast I was listening to many years ago, and and it clicked. It clicked inside my mind that was like, yeah, I can make today. I can make today great. In fact, why don't I make every day great? Not that every day is full of great moments. There are bad circumstances. There are bad days. There are bad moments. Yeah, of course, we're human. We need those. But I can still make a great day, even if there are not great moments in that day. I can still make a great month, even if there are bad days. And I can definitely make a great life, even if there are bad circumstances. There's hardships, there's depression, there's mental health concerns. I have some of my own, Captain ADHD right here, and it has caused some serious barriers in my life and relationships. But I have the power, and so do you. We have the power to take whatever's happening and put it through this new filtration system in our mindset and say, I'm going to make today the greatest day, no matter what happens, because this is it. This is the only day that I have. This is the only day that you have, that you get to shape yourself into that person that you're trying to become. And so let's choose to make today the greatest day. And that's where this greatest day mindset thing came from. And ever since then, over the last, I want to say 5 years or so, I have really tried to drill this home into as many people's minds as I can. And sometimes I even joke that it's Operation Brainwash the World, to get into this positive and grateful and empowered mindset that says, bring it, bring it on. Whatever life has got, I'm going to take it, I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to use that in my favor. No, this thing didn't happen for me. No, everything doesn't have a meaning. No, life isn't just giving me all of these things because it's going to work out for my good. No, I'm going to be the good in my life. I'm going to be the good in my circumstances. And that's what I try to teach people. And so that has evolved into many different things. It's evolved into this journal that you see behind me, the Focus Journal. It has grown into my own private practice, Greatest Day Mindset Counseling, where I'm helping individuals. It has grown into a coaching business, to where I am now doing courses, and I have created an online community, and I have some free communities that I run and some paid communities that I run. And it just keeps growing and evolving. And so my message to you today, to kickstart this new phase for me, going into this YouTube world, is that even right now, I don't know how long I've already been talking to you right now, but right before I pushed record, I was there again. I was there overthinking again. And I went onto Google and I was like, what's the best way to record audio and video format for YouTube? What's the best, and I started to second guess myself and be like, I have to do this, air quote, right, if I'm going to do this. There is a right way to do this. And then I stopped and I reminded myself, no, there's not. There's a bunch of wrong ways to do it. No, there's a bunch of right ways to do it. And there's only one wrong way to do it, which is to don't do it at all. And so just push record, right? Just push record and step into this next new phase for yourself, because I'm telling you guys, the thing that has helped me continue to grow and evolve as an individual, as a coach, as a therapist, as a husband, as a father, is I just keep putting myself out there, and I am totally okay to fail because I know that I'm going to learn. And so just like today, right now, this video, I'm just hitting record. I don't know where this is going to go. I don't have all the fancy intros and outros and editing this and microphone that and camera that. I don't know. Maybe it will become that. It might become that. But too many times in my life, and I bet you relate to me right now, too many times I have held myself back because I thought there was a right way to do it. And there's not. You just get to go. And you get to figure things out as you do it. And so I'm certain that this will evolve. I'm certain of that. Just like that journal in the background, there was a very first print edition of that thing, and it does not look anywhere near today's version, which I think is the 5th version of it by now. The pages were different. The cover was different. The print was different. Like everything about it has shifted from the cover to the intro, to some of the format, to some of the tools inside to help you go through this gratitude journal. That's what it is. So I'm okay with that because I continue to evolve as a person, but it only happens. And I love to teach and tell my clients this. You can't modify something that doesn't exist. So I can't improve this YouTube channel if it doesn't exist. So it's all about just pushing play. It's all about for you stepping into the unknown. It's about taking the leap, taking some action, knowing that we're going to fall, knowing that we're going to mess things up, knowing that it's not about perfection. And it, in fact, is about effort, and learning and growing and modifying. But you have to have something that is there to be modified. So this is today's message. This is today's first video, and we're just diving in. So thank you for being here and in on the audio, right? Because it's still all over the place on all the podcast places online. I mean, we're at episode 500 plus now, like 503, I think. So I'm just going to keep hitting record, and then now I'm going to start hitting record on the YouTube on the video. And so I'm grateful that you're here for it. Let's keep going together. And I love to grow and build some of the interaction on this new platform as well. You telling me how I can best show up and deliver messages that are going to help you live your greatest life. I'm all about that. So stay connected, keep coming back, and I'm looking forward to this. And I'll see you guys on the next episode.